and welcome back. Today is Monday, February 26th, and this is episode 32 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where the first Crackdown skill we max out is explosives.
Because we love to blow shit up.
You're goddamn right, sir. I'm Tobin
And I am Yuzo Watanabe. This week we cover Crackdown on the 360.
Crackdown!
And Sonic and the Secret Rings on the Wii. Its new releases include DDR Universe for the 360, as well as Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection on the PS3, and Alien Hominid HD on the Live Arcade.
Nice. And always, we will finish up with the community section. We have a metric assload of voicemails this week. I was doing it in metric for the European listeners, which is really cool. And let's get started right now with Crackdown on the 360.
All right, Crackdown. Ooh, there's little orbs flying all over the place. That's awesome.
Wow. Crackdown.
Oh, yeah, so this is yours, man. Let's start out. What is Crackdown for all you people living under a rock?
Yeah, so if you have never listened to NooBTooB before and you haven't heard us talking about this game for weeks and weeks.
Poetic.
Yes, it is a sandbox, open world, blow shit up game. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, but with some role-playing game elements in there about you can improve your agility and you can improve your shooting and explosives and whatever else.
How is it different than GTA? Because a lot of people do make that comparison.
Yeah, I guess...
Or you're a cop, for one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all that different. I mean... to be truthful, it is a sandboxy game. It's a lot more action-y, I think, than GTA.
There's definitely less of a story component, I noticed, with this game.
The story was irrelevant.
Straight up, you kill 12 guys, you're done.
Yeah.
And a story.
I mean, seriously, all of the cutscenes, they would start playing and I'd skip it. Like,
the dossiers.
I just didn't even, it's not important. Like, the story. The story is kill all the gang members.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, that's it.
And level your guy so you can jump over tall buildings, find orbs, which don't really figure into the story at all, really.
So, this game sucked up our entire world for a week.
Jesus Christ, man!
It was literally,
it was like crack.
Yeah. So there's these orbs that you can collect. These green orbs that sit on the top of buildings, and when you pick them up, your agility goes up. You can jump higher. You can run faster, whatever. And I would go to bed every night seeing orbs. I would close my eyes and I'd see the orbs on the building. It was so accessible and it was so immediate, where it was just like you could watch your skills ratchet up and you're like, okay, get a couple more orbs.
Sure, I can jump higher. It's really feedback.
And it keeps going back. You see an orb on top of something, like, dude, when I jump higher, I'm going to come back, I'm going to get that fucking orb.
Dude, you know the worst part of it, though? You'd be doing other stuff. You'd be going to, like, your missions and all that. You'd be driving around like, okay, I got to get to this point, or I have a race I got to do. You see an orb, you go, fuck it.
You know how many foot races I lost? Because I'd be like, I'm doing a foot race. Oh, shit!
And you gotta go start, and you gotta go. Yeah, it happens every single time. So there's this really
orbs trump everything else.
Well, if they trump so much, you haven't finished it though, right? I haven't got all 300. It's a pain in the ass to get them. Well, 500 agility, 300 mystery or hidden orbs. Right. So the two different styles is really cool because agility orbs tend to be at inaccessible places, but you can see them all the time.
Yeah.
Now the mystery orbs with hidden orbs are always like, they're underneath you. They're
you find them in tunnels and shit.
I know, but it's like I've only found about 150, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard. So I don't know if I'm going to get the achievements to complete and get every single orb unless I use a guide.
You'd have to use a guide.
But
at that point,
that's no fun.
And at that point, it's not even like you can use a guide where you like go and check the guide and you're like, oh, okay, cool. No, you'd have to print out a map with 500 points on the map, and you're just like, okay, I got that one. All right, let me check that one. Let me get that one.
The annoying part, of course, is like you go there, you don't know if you've already gotten it.
Yeah.
So it could be...
You have to check all of them.
Well, but even there, you go here and you're like, okay, there's no hidden orb here. It's like, let me just go to the next one.
Yeah.
But maybe it's above you or below you, right?
Yeah.
You never can tell, which is like...
It'd be awful. So this game was fun. This was so fun.
What's your favorite thing? Most fun part about it?
Blowing shit up. As soon as I got the rocket launcher, I left the game. Like I left the plot behind, and I spent probably 2 hours leaping between buildings, just blowing shit up.
Dude,
it was just
so
cars
satisfying.
And big barrels, and you just wait and you'd find this group of gang members like sitting on a roof. You're like, hey, what's up? And the thing is I really think that they played with time and physics a little bit, because
what do you mean?
I got the impression that sometimes if you jump really high and then locked on to people, it would slow down a little bit to give you that epic movie feeling. Because I would do that. I would jump up, target in on people, and you're just like, shoo, and it's just like you're just hanging there.
You can fire like 3 or 4 shots easily, and then you just see people blow over. I mean, what I love about it is they give you achievements specifically on how many shit you blow up.
Yes.
Right. There's the blow up 100 explosive items in 60 seconds. There's blow up 25 gang cars within 60 seconds. I mean, it really rewards you on the things that you really want to do.
Exactly, and that was just awesome all the way through. You would get these things, and a lot of times you'd get achievements just for stuff that you'd be doing anyway. You'd be playing and playing and playing and playing. They're like, you just killed 500 gang members with explosives. You're like, awesome.
Yeah, you just see a boop. You're like, oh, I didn't even expect that. Yeah. That's nice. There are a couple of achievements that are actually kind of hard to get.
Hell yeah.
So I know a lot of the ones that I've been trying to work on is like Repo Man, where you have to go pull people out. I think that was probably the stupidest achievement that I had to deal with.
Well, because they'll get out of their cars.
I know.
So you're running. If the gang members are angry at you at all, because the achievement is you have to pull 100 gang members out of their cars and steal their cars. So if the gang members are angry at you, which happens all the time, they see you coming, they hop out of their car, so you don't get to pull them out. So it's just like, you have to basically pull them out of their car, wait for the thing to go back down, and then go pull them out of their car, and it'll take hours. So, I mean, some of the achievements, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but, they did do a really good job with the other ones, too. I mean, everything's kind of good progression.
Yeah.
You get an achievement every single time you get 4 stars in something. You get an achievement when you max out everything, which I still haven't gotten. It's going to be pretty hard. So that's all good. What about the co-op?
The co-op was sweet.
Man, I'm really, really digging. I mean, like when we were playing, it was neat because we could actually help each other out, which is the cool thing. So I was playing with Sunflower, and I was like, dude, I need to work on my driving because you know how much of a pain in the ass that is to get. He's like, oh, dude, you know what I'll just do? I'll just go make and get hit squads come after me. So you just go right around in circles and run them over. I'm like, all right, cool. So we did that for like 20 minutes, and I got 4 stars.
That's awesome.
That's pretty damn nice. But we played a bit. What did I don't know? What did we do in the co-op?
So we beat all the co-op missions.
That was true, yes.
Which was really cool. So we went back, and this will bring up one of the points that I didn't like about the game, which is that beating things was irrelevant of skill level.
Yeah,
so
that is kind of
you and I went back and we beat all the bosses on the easiest level because why not, right? Because you have to beat all the bosses.
You get the same achievement.
You get the same achievement
versus whatever psychotic.
Right. So there's no any of the achievements are not difficulty related.
Yeah, but you do have the difficulty, so it's like, why? I mean, right? You don't even get like a status marker saying, okay, you've done this at this particular difficulty, so it's like, it's kind of annoying.
Yep.
But let's go into some of the more negative aspects. What did you hate about the game?
So there's a couple things that I didn't like about the game. Too short. Way too short. I'm already done.
But the thing is, would you have liked more missions? I mean, technically speaking, I mean, like, because they're all the same.
Yeah, but I would have liked more missions, because that was what kept me playing.
Interesting. Okay.
That was what, like, after the world's empty, it's less interesting to me.
Well, it's the empties, but you're saying there's no missions to go through. I see.
Yeah. So I mean, I and the thing is, I took my time. It wasn't like I'm like I got to beat all the missions. It was like I was jumping around, I was doing whatever, and
like 5-6 hours maybe.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days of playing, just a couple hours a night, and you're like, wow, I've beaten the game now. And if they had made it where it's like beat it on hard, beat it on next hard, beat it on super hard, I would have gone back and I would have beat it all 3 difficulty levels. No shit. So that is, they missed a big opportunity there.
Sure.
And what we can mention is that there's 100 points left.
Yeah, and I like that idea a lot, dude. Because it's all going to be done via downloadable content. And what I heard they were going to do is like they're going to actually watch what people do in the game, and then base the new achievements for the last 100 points based off that.
So hot, so hot.
It's going to be
because
beautiful.
The thing is they're going to find out very quickly the certain things that people don't like to do.
Like what?
Like
what
driving.
What's so bad about driving? I love like the driving in the game.
300 driving points achievements.
Yeah, but you can get them. I got them in like half an hour.
They're awful.
Yeah, what are some of them?
So there's get 4 points in driving, which means you spend 6 hours going around running people over, which is boring as shit. And then there's like, do a front flip, do a back flip, do a side flip, do an upside down flip, do a purple flip. And it's like, there's just, oh god, I don't know. Like if this was more of a driving game, I would have felt that.
But it seems to me like, I mean, you just don't like driving games in general, especially ones where you don't shoot things or you don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, there's a certain control scheme that I like on games. I mean, I like Burnout. I like a lot of these other games where it's like racing.
You like Burnout and you like Full Auto. Those are the 2 racing games you like.
Yeah.
They both involve you...
And Mario Kart.
Yeah, exactly. They both involve... I mean, you've said it before. They both involve you doing something to the environment. If it's just pure racing, which a lot of the races are, there's like...
I hate them.
12 races that you have to complete to get one of the achievements. It's like... Right? I mean, it's all about learning the course, learning the driving lines, getting the right car, and like that has absolutely no interest to you.
Well, actually, the races are the most interesting part to me. The stunts are much less interesting to me than the races.
But are the stunts not interesting to you because they're hard to do?
No, because it's not fun to play. Like
no, but that's what I mean. Like,
well, that's what. Yeah, it's not that it's hard to do. It's just that I don't ever feel like I've got a good control of my car. Like it's always very wobbly.
So for what it's worth, you were doing everything I think at 2-star driving, 3-star driving level. Once you get to the 4-star, the whole driving dynamics change. So every single car that you gets a different ability. So you get the semi, which I forget what that does. I think it does a boost, like a fast move forward. The supercar gets machine guns.
That's nice.
And the SUV has a jump, like hydraulics jump. So once you get that, all of the stunts get really easy to do, and actually kind of fun, because you're jumping, all of a sudden, boom, you're like, what is that? Remember, like Jump Car?
Yeah.
A little game like that. So you're doing that kind of stuff, and you're flipping around. I don't know if I like the whole stunt ring concept.
Yeah.
So there's those purple rings where you go through. You have to like get your car through there because like you gotta. It seems to me you have to set up the world in a certain point so that you can get to that. You have to go find a ramp car, park it somewhere, go there, do trial and error like 5 million times.
So talk about how you got some of those stunt rings.
Okay. So I think Crytek or Omega 2K3, they showed me. They said, "Oh, hey, check this out. Get in this car." I'm like, "All right, cool." I get in the car. He picks me up and then throws me through the rain.
That's so awesome.
I love it. So if you still want that achievement, I will work with you.
Toss them through the rings.
Yeah, we'll be playing basketball with the cars. Come on, that's no driving whatsoever.
That's funny.
That'll be fun. Yeah. So we'll definitely get that. What else can we talk about this game? I mean, I'd say it's an awesome buy because everything besides the driving for you was awesome.
Yeah, it was, and that's the thing I mean, I will say that my mouth is a little bit sour at the end because I got I say maybe 550 points. I think something 540. And
yeah, we'll find that out right away.
And I got to that point where it's just like I've beaten all the bosses. I've only played this game for less than a week, and I don't really want to do any of the driving achievements. So I'm like, wow, I love this game so much, and I'm already kind of done with it.
So it's about a week or two of entertainment, I guess.
Yeah.
No, so you're saying then, are you disappointed in the fact that a week is not enough?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm saying the game's too short. That I really would have liked them to do. So I mean, like they've got this opportunity where they only gave 900 achievement points, and like we said before, there's 100 left. So they can go back and they can say, what can make people want to keep playing this?
More driving missions, obviously.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is they're going to go through and they're going to analyze all the achievement points. They're going to see that nobody except the psychopaths got the driving achievements.
I got all the driving achievements.
If you go to the NooBTooB wiki, you can look and see there's a list of like 15 people playing this game. There's like 3 people in the top that got all the driving ones because they got everything else and nobody else got any driving achievements.
For what it's worth, you are not alone. I've been hearing from a number of people that people do not like the driving part.
Right.
I personally thought it was a lot of fun because doing a lot of the races, especially because learning all the right ways to go about it. There's this one race where basically it's screwed up because there's one part, a tunnel, where you can only use a supercar because it's the only thing flat enough. And then there's like 2 jumps you have to do because if you don't do it, you just stop. So what somebody did, he used 2 separate cars.
Oh, weird.
To do that one. What I did was I actually drove around 15 minutes finding a ramp car. Because they're not stationary, right? They're driving around. I went and picked it up and put a ramp in front of each jump that I needed to do, and then that's the only way I was able to finish it.
Wow.
So it's that kind of shit that, it's kind of annoying, but kind of like cool that I was able to actually do it, because everybody was complaining about it.
The world is sure fun to play in.
Oh, dude, as far as the sandbox, so what I think about this game is more of a toy. So you have you have games that are games. This game is a toy. It's a physics toy.
Yeah.
And you're going around, you're blowing shit up, you're jumping. I mean, think about the jumping, right? Once you get 4-star agility, you're jumping over buildings.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but it's so exhilarating.
It really was.
You know?
I mean, what I really liked is when you and I went back and did all the missions on co-op. Now we're fucking Supermen. So it's like these missions where I remember working my way through the building and killing people, whatever. You and I jumped over the building, and then just like, blah!
And then we see the guy. It's like, oh, there he is. Let me just shoot him. It's just like we finished in 10 seconds.
Yeah, which was, I mean, that's short, but that's hilarious. It was so fun to go back and do that. So it's just, give us difficulty-based things so that Yuzo and I will go back, because if you can say beat the game on the hardest difficulty level in co-op, we'll go back and play it again.
So if you were to actually go through all 3 of the games, all 3 sets of missions 3 different times, because it forced you to via achievements, you would have been happy with the length of the game.
Absolutely.
Because if you look at other games, right, other games are just as long.
Yeah.
But they give you that ability to replay it, or give you a reason to replay it. So there's that. So.
And that's what it is. And that's the thing is, I'll admit that I have a weak enough constitution that it's not personal pride will not drive me to go do that. Right? I'm not going to be I'll feel better if I go and beat on the hardest level. And it's like, what am I going to do? I'm like, I did it.
Well, what about the orbs? Are you going to go do that? You think? Because that goes to your collecting.
It does, but man,
it's going to be hard.
I might get the agility ones. I'll never get the secret ones because I found a couple of them like under buildings. I was like, I gotta
go through
lost.
an alley, go up like a couple of like stairs, and then there it is.
I got lost under the arena, and there's a dead end alley. Under the arena that had an orb in it.
Dude, I went to the quarry section, and like you know how you go and you go right to that one chick, you can kill her. There's like 30 or 20 tunnels in each of the level of the quarries, and I found 2 in there. And I'm like, I'm not going to go in and out of every single one of these things.
Effing way.
Screw that.
Yep.
So that, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say about
Crackdown?
Thumbs up.
Fucking awesome.
You guys did amazing job. It is.
And it was apeshit on the forums. That was awesome. That was like the NooBTooB community having a blast. If you go and look, there's like 7 pages of posts where everyone's like, "Oh, this game!" There
was like, when I looked on my friends list, out of the 13 people online, maybe 8 of them were playing Crackdown.
That was epic. Like getting that and looking in the thing and seeing the the amount of the people that were always playing it was awesome.
Yeah, totally. So definitely good job on Crackdown. What is our next title?
Let's see what we got.
Oh, everyone votes. It's not really a game.
No.
It is a channel on the Wii that you download through the Wii. What is it? The soft. Section, the Wii download. So it's almost like you're downloading a game, but it's free.
Yeah.
So you go there, you get it, and you vote. You have like questions like, which do you prefer, cats or dogs? Would you rather live near the mountains or the beach?
Talk about something
boring.
But talk about something that fits the Japanese mentality.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because being Japanese is all about being part of the larger whole. So I mean, talk about
true.
All these Japanese people are going to be like, which do you like better, oranges or grapes? And like oranges. Oh my God! 49%, like 58% of all people like oranges, just like me.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of sucks is so they did give you that thing where you can predict. So there's that gameplay element where you vote and then you say, oh well, what did everybody else think? And you try to vote on that. But you gotta wait a week or like 4 days before you can find out what the results are because they have this timeline. So it's like I haven't even been back to check what.
Yeah. So they're really banking on the Wii being like a cultural experience where it's like you're going there for your news, and when you're going there for your news, it pops up and it says, "Hey, here's the results of your voting, and here's this and here's that." And
it is a pretty good, compelling experience too. The weather and the news. I mean, if I didn't have a web browser or something like that, for like a lot of people don't. They don't have a laptop near in their kitchen.
But think of all these sci-fi movies, right? All these sci-fi movies where it's like someone sitting in the kitchen making breakfast and there's like this floating hologram where it's like, today's weather is... Here's the news. Blah, blah, blah.
You know, your magic wand to say, let me go get the globe and spin it around.
It's seriously just like that. Right. It's like the sci-fi movies. It's just that's not my use case.
No.
But maybe it is for some people.
Do you think if they made it more accessible where you didn't have to actually go, turn on your TV, turn on your Wii, do all that shit, it's like a screen on your fridge which had everybody votes.
Maybe.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe.
But for us, I don't think this sort of thing is going to be compelling.
I guess. I mean, they can't make... It's really hard to make the news experience or the weather experience on the Wii better than it is on a web browser.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like, I get up in the morning, I sit at my laptop, I check my mail, I look at like the news, I look at whatever, and it's just like, it's right there. I'm not going to be like reading my email and the Wii is doing the weather and stuff.
Yeah,
but
or like even the interface, right? You're going next story, you're spinning a globe. It's just like it's too much stuff in the way for me to get my news. I want to be able to have an RSS feed, all the links, little click. So obviously we're not the right target market, but
there might be. You
think? I mean, would your mom be into that?
I don't know.
I can't think of that many, maybe little kids.
But they're working towards it though. They're getting closer to what I think is going to be this kind of home entertainment experience.
Experimenting?
I think they are.
Yeah, I definitely
Nintendo's really feeling the waters. They're really saying we don't want to be a gaming station. We want to actually be
like a family hub or something like that. Yeah, because I mean, already you can leave messages, you can leave notes to each other, and you can do.
Okay, so. The thing where you can take pictures, put them on there, draw on them, and then send them to your friends, that's hot.
I never used that before.
Yeah. So you can take a memory stick from your camera.
Yeah.
Stick it in the Wii. It'll download the pictures. I did this with Gulkus.
Nice.
And then it uploads the picture, and then you can get the remote.
Is
and
it like a Mario Paint type?
Yes. Oh. And then you can draw on the picture and mail it to your friends.
Yeah. Nice.
So that's yet again like the Japanese picture studios where it's like the photo booths. So, I mean, they're really working it. Like, I bet kids are loving that.
But dude, so what is it going to take for something like this to be truly compelling to us?
I don't know.
Do you think it'll ever happen?
I don't know. I don't mind my console just being my console.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, I like the fact that at least with Xbox Live, you get messages, you get voice. So if it's the communication aspect, right? When I get when you send me an obscene Wii or me, right? I mean, that's kind of funny. That's cool, right? Funny. But that's about all you can really do right now.
It's like the first thing I did. I made a me on my Wii called "Fuck You," and I sent it to Yuzo. I've been getting some funny ones, man. There's some creative ass Wii's going around.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to go through.
Somebody sent me a bald one. It was called Britney. Like right after Britney Spears shaved her head. I mean, people are having fun with it, which I like.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, it's not for me, but I got to give Nintendo props for doing some experiments that Sony's not going to do right away.
Exactly.
And Xbox definitely isn't going to do.
Exactly. So good job playing around with that.
Yeah, innovate.
Yep.
We got Sonic and the Secret Rings next, dude. So you rented this. What'd you think?
I didn't like it.
Yeah. But was it as bad as the Sonic the Hedgehog self-titled?
Dude, there's nothing as bad as that. That was awful. So okay, so this one, it's a little better, right? So you hold the Wii like the Excite Truck way.
It took you a little to figure out that.
They don't tell you this. So there's nothing in the game that tells you how you're supposed to use it. So I'm holding the Wii like I always hold the Wii, and they're like, tilt it to the left to run to the left. I'm like, why isn't this working? I was so mad, and then finally I unretarded myself.
You search the internet or something?
Actually, I did search that. It's so sad. But anyway, so you hold it like this. You're going back and forth for Sonic to
on rails. Run. That's the one weird thing that I don't know if I like too much about the new Sonic is that you have the corridors and all that, and you're spending most of your time just going within the.
Well, wait, every Sonic's on rails.
No, it's not. The original 2D Sonic was like a platformer. That's not on rails.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to follow like this. Like once you get going fast,
you can go left, you can go right. I mean, there's different paths.
All right.
So what I'm saying is rails is like you just go and you're forced to go forward. There's no choice.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And they had this weird game mechanic where you're trying to destroy enemies by pushing.
Yeah. So you're sitting there going back and forth, and then you see somebody and you have to jump to attack, and you're like, "Wah!" But the jumping is awful. Like. If they had made it feel faster, where you're like, duh, 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 but it never really got that feedback where for me, if you just hit the jump button, you do a little jump.
Yeah.
So in order to jump up and hit enemies in the air, you have to hold it down for a long time, which drags him to a halt, and then he jumps. So it's just like you never get this flying.
If you're moving fast enough, though, then you're sliding and then you jump. So I think theoretically, what they're trying to do is force you to go really fast and then just kind of do that every once in a while.
Yeah.
But there's
a lot of stopping.
Yeah, I know. I never liked the hold down something to do a super jump. Remember, like in the Super Mario 2, where you have to crouch for 2 seconds and then you start flashing, and that's how you that just kills me as a game.
They've already found a better way, right? Like every other game does double jump. The double jump is better. You jump.
When did they start that? Was that a Castlevania?
I don't know.
Metroid.
Is it Metroid that had that?
Jump? Rocket Boots or whatever?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, so I mean, it's that kind of stuff where it's just like, stop bringing us back in the Stone Age of all this sort of thing. You put us on rails, you make it fast, you make it use the Wii mode as kind of a crappy interface.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's one of those things that hurt.
The music's awful. The music is god-awful. And every level, so you can play these levels that are maybe like 2 minutes long, and at the end of every level, it's like, here's how many experience points you got. Click. You unlocked a new menu. Click. You unlocked a new level. Click. You're back to the front level. Click. Let me select a new level. Click.
Dude, all I want is to say, I just finished this level, let me go to the next one. But how many clicks does it take?
How about play all? Where it's just like...
in order.
Play them through in order. So, I mean, you end up doing like 7 clicks between every one. So it's very bad UI. The game is really not all that compelling. I just didn't really enjoy myself. I played it for about 3 hours last night.
Yeah, I played for maybe half an hour. I'm like, look, I heard you talk about it. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to get anything out of this game. So it's too bad.
And you didn't get to the point where there's creeping. So there's parts where you're not running. So you're like up against a wall, and you're like creep, 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 and there's like spikes coming out, and you have to stop. Spike goes, and then you go creep, 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 and it's just like, so why?
Is it Sonic of Persia or something?
Yeah, it's Sonic of Persia. Yeah. So not very good.
Not very good. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Sorry. So we haven't played that much besides Crackdown.
Yeah. The other thing is the last one is just the Retro Gaming Club, right?
Yeah, the Retro Gaming Club title this week is Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on the Game Boy Advance. So you didn't play it, right?
I was too busy playing Crackdown, man.
Me too, dude.
The Retro Gaming Club is for when I got nothing else to play.
And yeah, I think Final Fantasy Tactics is... so I gave it a try. I played for maybe about an hour, and you know what I found out? I can't play these games anymore. No, I'm serious. So you have... So this is kind of your standard turn-based tactical simulation. So you remember like games like XCOM, Fallout, those sorts of things where you take turns, everybody has a turn, but it's so slow. Number one, you have the whole Final Fantasy story, so it's set in the same world as Final Fantasy 12, I think.
Okay.
Ivalice, or something like that.
Oh, 12 just came out.
I know. So it's like the same sort of... They're all connected somehow.
Oh, okay.
Again, like, I don't know. They all have the freaking not Koopos, the Moogles.
Oh, yeah.
They have all that random Final Fantasy crap.
Yeah,
So there's that, and there's a whole story where you click, I don't care, click, and you can't skip anything! Sorry about that. In fact, so, you can't skip anything. You're going through random stuff, and then here's the thing. With the battles, I'm realistically waiting maybe a minute and a half for my turn.
Holy crap.
I am watching, like, if I'm fighting, like, my 2 guys against 6 other guys, I have to wait for each one of those guys to do their move. And they're like, here's the speed, right? It's like, turn, move. And they go through the same menu items.
That's terrible!
It pisses me off.
You gotta remember that we're impatient gamers.
But dude, there's tons of people on our forums that are like, oh my god, it's the best game ever. It's just like, it was the best game ever when it was on PlayStation 1 10 years ago.
See, that's the same thing that I keep coming back to. Is it a good game or is it a nostalgia game?
But these people, I don't know if they
I don't think they're playing it now. I don't think they're playing the new one. I think they're
2003, I think.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. See, I don't understand it. I don't know if it's just the question of my age. It's like, am I getting too old for this shit?
I don't know.
Or what? But
I think that's actually true. I seriously do think that as you get older, you get less patient with games, because I was thinking about this the other day when we were talking about how good XCOM was.
Yeah.
I couldn't play XCOM now. I know that for a fact.
But it's such a good game.
It's a great game. But I could not go back and play it because I can think in my head of the turn and like, okay, rejigger this character, switch this weapon, do this.
Yeah, I make him crouch.
Flip over this guy, crouch this guy, move 2 steps, move this other guy 4 steps, and it's just, I couldn't do it. I would play for a little while, I'm like, oh yeah, I like this game when I was young. Off.
I mean, what is it? Is it because we're younger that we can actually, deal with
I think that's very true.
things?
I think that's very true. I think that when you're younger, you have much more patience. When I think back about the shit that I do with bulletin boards... Because you don't have
north.
You don't have other compelling things as much. I mean, like as you get older, your time becomes more precious. I think.
You think it's that?
I think that's what it is.
I think it's a question of like, I've already done this before, and I don't want to do it again.
That's probably true. Actually,
I felt the same way with Fallout. So I love the game. Remember, we were talking about it was state of the art at the time.
Yeah.
And we were okay with all this stuff because if you look at the other battle systems, they were worse. But you've gotten to a point now where everything's all 3D.
Yeah.
You hit a button, something happens. Look, like, gameplay has evolved. Anything, past that is I don't know. But, as far as, like, as a side thing, what's weird is that I like Advance Wars. Which is turn-based.
Are you sure you still like it?
I played it, like, 3 or 4 months ago.
Alright, well...
But you know what it is? It's faster. I mean,
see, that's what it has. It just has to be fast. Just let it be fast. Like there was that one game that we played a little while ago on the 360. What was it? The one that you and I played at PAX. Where it was like a grid.
360. Elemental Arms or something. Arms.
Yeah.
Enchanted
Arms. Okay, so the point is on that one, you could actually set in the settings where you're like, okay, for this turn, do the same as I did last turn. For this turn, make the enemy's thing happen like that. So it was actually a grid-based, and I played it for a lot longer because it was just like, boom, 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 boom. Like, I've set my strategy. This guy's guarding, this guy's attacking, and then you're like, next turn, skip, next turn, skip, next turn, skip.
And it would just like, do everything, and you can see the action. That's the exact same thing with Final Fantasy 12 that I actually liked about the combat system. You set all the AI, and then you're doing stuff. They're doing stuff parallel alongside you.
Yeah.
And that just kind of like, look, shit's happening. As opposed to, I have to wait 2 minutes to hit this one character for 6 points of damage, and he has 60?
Yeah.
Like, I went through like 3 or 4 battles, and I'm like...
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I can see... Listen, I mean, I gotta say, the quality of the game is good.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the cutscenes and the graphics and all that stuff was great, but it's a 10-year-old game for me.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
So, new releases. That's all the games we've been playing. And in all fairness, most of what we've been playing has been Crackdown.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, like new releases next week. Jade Empire.
Yeah, so I never played this.
I loved it.
On the
Xbox.
Xbox. Yeah,
so I played it on the Xbox. Really fun, just kind of action RPG. So you're going...
So what is it? What's another game that it's like? Because I've heard the whole action RPG with BioWare. Is it kind of like KOTOR? Or that's not action enough, right?
That's not action enough. It's...
and I didn't play any of the Fallout Brotherhood ones, which I think are similar, no?
I mean, I guess if you want to think about it this way, it's kind of similar to Crackdown in that way. I mean, that's an action RPG, right?
Really? Well, that's really actiony. So,
Sure.
So would you say Jade is more RPG than action compared to Crackdown?
No, I mean
Really?
you don't have this. You're not jumping and shooting rockets, but I mean you're running around, beating the shit out of people, learning new attack moves. You know,
it's all karate, whatever. Like it's kind of Asian-y set or something. Interesting. Okay.
I didn't beat Jade Empire. Got to the very last level, and then there was this really frustrating thing where you go to the land of the dead, and you just get attacked by hordes and hordes of people, and I died like 50 times. I'm like, oh, it's done. but it was a great game. The weird thing is they redid it. This isn't like a port. They're releasing it for the PC. And I was watching the trailers for it, and they're like,
I thought you played as a girl.
Yeah, so in some of the trailers you were a girl, some you were a guy.
Yeah, so we'll be showing the trailer when you're watching it. So you can. I think.
So I'm not really sure. It looks like they added more characters, they added more moves, they added more enemies. I mean, it's kind of a reimagining of Jade Empire.
So would you play it again? You think on the PC? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Because I actually want to play it because I want to.
I'm curious
try
what
it
it's like on the PC. I mean, like I might have to get a controller and play it.
That's the thing. So I bought the Xbox 360 controller, the little wireless adapter thingy, and I haven't had a chance to use it on anything.
This will be.
I tried it on Beyond Good and Evil. I couldn't. So I think Jade Empire will be looking really good. You can tell by the videos. So look out for it.
Yeah, it looks good. What's next?
Hold on, let me do the moves. What's next?
Wait, DDR.
That's right, DDR Universe.
Wait, the Asian boy is glowing.
So DDR Universe, Konami is releasing yet another title in the game, but it's on the 360. Woo!
360.
So what we're talking about? Downloadable songs?
Oh, so sexy. Achievements for dancing.
Oh, dude, I checked out the achievements, and it's like, complete like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 songs. You get achievements for that.
That's awesome.
Get A on a certain one. There's apparently a quest mode, and you get, as you go along in the quest mode, you get achievements.
Oh.
Are you going to play it?
Oh, hell yeah,
I'll play it. Because I really want to get some sort of gamer competition going on. So, I mean, a couple cool things about this one. I mean, everybody knows DDR, so I don't need to go into the whole thing. But you get to play 4 players at once.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Online.
Versus?
I believe, I haven't actually. I gotta look at the thing again. Somebody was saying maybe not, but I believe, you can play online against people. So imagine you against 3 other people online. Oh, it's gonna be nice. And the fact that, but the only thing that sucks, no wireless, Pat.
Well, I mean, it's not like you need to move around, right? Like,
well, no, it shifts. I mean, having a cord on your pads kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't want to talk too much about it because I want to review it next week. But it's gonna be awesome.
Hell yes. And I'm going to get it too, and I bet we're going to get some achievement battles going on that because
you're done with Crackdown.
I'm done with Crackdown.
Loser.
But this is one of those things where it's not like there's going to be like a driving level in DDR. It's like you just have to get better at DDR, and I think that's something that would actually appeal to me, where it's not going to be like some stupid.
I don't know if this helps at all, but like every single DDR that came out. So I started with DDR Max, DDR Max 2, Max 2. I lost freaking like 10 or 15 pounds each time because going through all these different things.
The DDR diet.
Tell you, man,
get rid of the engineer belly.
That's right. We gotta get rid of our guts.
Yes.
So that is a good thing. Definitely check it out. I think it's going for $80 on Amazon right now.
Cool. Next, Alien Hominid.
So you didn't like this as much as Castle Crashers?
Castle Crashers is way better. Alien Hominid is just kind of another.
It was out on PS2. It was out on GameCube a while back. So
I never played it on any of those. I played it at PAX on the 360.
Yes. It's basically Metal Slug, but more cartoony. I think it'll be a lot of fun if it's $10 or less. Yeah. And you can play co-op online.
If it's any more than 800 points, we're not getting it.
No, hell
co-op online, we're not getting it. If it's not co-op online, we're not getting it. But if it is, we'll definitely get it and play it because I'll play damn near anything if it's got online co-op.
You played fucking Root Beer Trapper.
Yeah, I did.
Have you played it since?
And I whooped somebody's monkey ass because I played it before anybody got good at it.
That's right. So we'll definitely be checking out the demo on Wednesday. I may buy it. He may buy it. We'll check it out, but we'll give a full review next week.
Yep. Tekken 5.
Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. So I like the Tekken series. I was a big fan of it when on 3 on the PlayStation 1, maybe? I think it was. And I haven't really played too much, but again, me in fighting games, I'm just kind of hit or miss a lot of times. But this is going to be coming on the PS3, so I'm not that excited.
Yeah.
But I did play it on the PSP, and I liked it.
Cool.
Surprisingly, a fighting game on the PSP. Who would have thought?
And you liked it.
I liked it.
Must have been using the X-Pad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So can't say much more about that, but it is yet another game. But guess what? It's downloadable.
Oh.
So it's $20.
Interesting.
So you have Virtua Fighter 5, which is going to be like $60.
Yeah.
And you have Tekken 5, which is a little old.
Yeah.
But it's downloadable, and it's $20. But 20 seems a little
That's a little
high
much
for downloadable content.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd buy it. If you had a PS3, would you buy it?
Well, no. I mean, I don't really care that much about fighting games.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Maybe if there were achievements or something.
Maybe. But even no, actually no, because there's achievements on that one.
Oh, Dead or Alive that you never played?
Terrible.
Yeah.
I played it. I hated it.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it.
What, the boobs didn't do it for you?
There was no reactivity. Like, when I pushed a button, I did not feel like I was controlling the...
That's because you got to push one button, then wait 3 seconds, push another button twice, then hit up 3 times, and then you do something.
Oh, that's awful. What else we got? Bullet Witch coming out.
Yeah, so I've been hearing bad things about this game, dude.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it, really, but I haven't really been looking. If you look, it basically looks like a Gears of War. With
third-person shooter.
Third-person, but I mean,
with you're a girl with guns and a sword, I think. Yeah. So it's a little Devil May Cry-y.
Yeah, I guess it kind of looks like Devil May Cry plus Gears of War. I was looking at the graphics on the trailers that looked kind of PS2-ish.
Yeah.
Like, I think they might have started. This might be a port. This might have been it started developing it on something else.
Yeah, I can totally see that. It did come out in Japan first, so it's been out in Japan for some while, and everybody I've heard talking about it has just panned it, saying it's like one of the worst games ever.
I'll rent it from Blockbuster and get back to you guys.
Yeah, I would not buy it.
And lastly,
we have SSX Blur on the Wii. Oh my God, it's just like we're like finally getting like a sort of AAA title.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one was WarioWare, probably, right?
Yeah.
So, I kind of liked the SSX series. Not a huge fan, but it was a good diversion. It's not something that I would buy, but probably rent. What about you?
We'll see. I mean, SSX, you have to have lightning quick reflexes to get really good at the game. Mm-hmm. So if I'm waving around a Wii thing...
Well, it'll probably be Excite Bike or Sonic-y, where you're probably going left and right. And doing
I'll try it. I'll definitely try it, because I love SSX3. That was my favorite.
Buy it, or are you going to rent it?
I'll rent it.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
SSX, for those of you who don't know, it's a snowboarding game, just like Amped. I don't know. What other snowboard games are there?
That's it.
Those are the two.
But it's kind of the same thing as all the skateboarding games. You learn the jumps and the moves and the flips and the slides.
It's more racy than tricky, though.
Yes, that's true.
So that would be it for new releases. As you can tell, I think the only big ones is going to be DDR. I'm going to get my hands on that, and Jade Empire.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yep. What else we got? So, Culture.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So this song came out, man. This How to Kill a Brand song. Normally we don't do stuff like this in the show, but this song cracked me up so much.
It's so good. Doc Adams.
Doc Adams did this. Apparently, it was on some other podcast.
So we're going to be playing the video. So you'll be saying it, but you also be able to hear the first verse. And we're not going to play the entire song because it's too damn long. Here you go.
Step 1, you make your console cost the most. You beat your chest and proudly boast. Despite a lack of decent games, you make a bunch of domination claims. Then ignore our need to play online. Don't make it fun like Xbox Live. Use Blu-ray, which I don't need. Now you're getting your ass kicked by the Wii. Sony, you went wrong with your PS3. I'll just keep playing my 360. Hope this song has helped you understand. Now you know how you killed your brand.
Yeah.
So yes, that song takes like everything what I feel about the PS3 and just crystallizes it,
So we'll link to the full video on there, and we're not going to go on too much more because you guys have heard us hate on the PS3 forever. But what I think is the most interesting about this is fan backlash.
Yeah.
Before the PS3 came out, you could not find negative things about it. People were like, fuck the Xbox 360, I'm going to get a PS3, I've been waiting for it.
They had grown up with it, they had done all this stuff, and it's just like, as far as any gaming console was concerned, it was king.
That was it. That was the most looked forward to gaming console ever. And to watch Sony, for one thing, shit on its fan base, like, they've been so arrogant. If you listen to them go public, they're like, yeah, I guess people have been playing the Wii. It's just kind of it's for casual gamers. It's an impulse buy.
Go ahead and buy it like if you want or something.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
if you want a real gaming experience, you'll be buying our thing. It's just they've been making fun of consoles. They've been outselling them. Yeah. So I mean, you sound like this really stupid bully.
Well, I mean, think about it, right? Some of the things they've said, like 4D graphics, or like now you're playing with not that, but but you know what I mean, like, right? They just have all these claims that it's the best thing ever, and it's just they haven't shown anything that's better than what's currently out there.
Well, there's this one interview with the guy from Sony where they're like, "Why is Xbox's online experience so much better than you? When are you going to make your experience fun?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess some people like that." But I can't really talk about it. But I mean,
well, what are they going to say, right? They're never going. I mean, the whole thing is, right? They're not going to. If you get posed that question, they're not going to go say, "Oh, well, yeah, you're right. Xbox is better." They're not going to
say it's coming. Say it's coming.
Yeah.
Say you're like, yes, we realize
they
that.
They dismiss it.
Yeah, they're like, well, only idiots play online. I mean, like, it's very funny where they just shit on people. Where if you had a brain in your head, you'd be like, yes, Xbox Live did this great stuff. Here's what we're planning. Here's how it matches up.
Here's how we're going to be better.
Yes, and we're going to be king in this area. And here's why. And here's our vision for the future. But they're just like, that's not important. Online's not important. Why do you need a gamer tag? Why do you need achievements? Why do you need this and that? Because people like them. Like. There's a reason why, like, 10 million... I don't know what the sales are for the Xbox 360. It's big.
It's big, yeah. It is big.
And, you know what people want. You know what people are talking about. You can read the fucking internet, and you can see all the complaints, and it's just all these people are saying, here's what Sony needs to fix, and Sony's like, fuck you, we're Sony.
And I think, really, like, we gotta harp on the whole thing. So it's not like just, random anti-Sony fanboys that are doing this. These are people that feel betrayed.
Yeah.
These are people that love the PS2. They want everything...
I love the PS2.
I know, me too. I did too. And it's just like, it's the same feeling that I have. It's just like, you look at what they did with the PS3, look how screwed up, look how many people got shot waiting in line.
Yeah.
How many people got screwed trying to buy it early, and you look at that and it's just like, man, look at the Wii launch. We were all, there waiting, having a good time, getting food delivered to us.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, dude.
So, that's just interesting. We thought that was an interesting little cultural item to throw out there, is just watching Sony not deal with a PR nightmare.
Yeah.
And, we'll see where it goes. What else we got?
So we have so a great person posted on our forums. I really wish I wrote down the name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But it was actually posted all over the place. So it was on Cheap Ass Gamer, I think, was a source. So Best Buy is having a fire sale
today, which is Monday.
Today, is it only today though, or is it the rest of the week?
Well, it's when it starts.
Is this when it starts? Yeah. So they have thousands of games that are like $1.99.
Yeah.
I think like Oblivion for the 360 was like $2.99 or something really cheap.
Like, these are prices you will not believe them if you see them.
So yeah, Sloth was IMing me. He's like, "Oh, dude, please buy me a Ray Tracer, Ray Tracer 6 for the 360."
Yeah.
I'm all like, "Dude, you don't even have a 360."
So yeah, if you get this, run to the Best Buy and see if they're still having the sale. I'm not sure if they will or not, but yeah, it's crazy sale.
Yeah, and check out the forums. I think somebody posted a list of all the games that are going to be and how much they are.
And they're
I'm
all
going to check it out
dirt
on the way
ass
home.
cheap.
Oh yeah. All right, so we're going to go to our voicemail section.
All right.
Thanks to you, and we're going to be starting out with Critic.
We got so many calls this week. This is like, what we're going to play now is probably a third of the calls we got, or half the calls we got.
We're really sorry for you, for guys that did spend a lot of time in sending stuff, but, keep it at like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah! Crackdown, baby! I just got my copy just now. I'm going home. I'm going to crack down it all night, and then I'm going to do it some more tomorrow, and hopefully by the end of this weekend, I will be at the top of the Iron Crackdown Gaming Challenge. Yeah, this is Crydeck, and you guys are all going down. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.
So those are some very big words, Mr. Crydeck. According to the current Crackdown battle, where's he at?
Actually, that's not too shabby. He's 5th down, 6th down,
3,
6th.
6, 7th. He's in
7th
7th place.
No, because Adam's got less. It's not organized right.
Oh, shit, you're right.
So Crydeck's in 6th place. Not too shabby.
Not too bad. He hasn't beat Tobin.
He hasn't beat me.
He hasn't got anywhere close to me.
Yeah. So right now the top, it's Wingo.
Oh, dude, Wingo has been going crazy.
That guy's awesome.
He's
and the thing is, he wasn't even in the running in the beginning. It was like all between Sunflower and then there was Graphic, and all of a sudden Wingo's just like showed up, and it's just like every day he updated the wiki, and it's just like boom, 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 and now he's just sitting on top.
So out of 900 total points, again, like they're not doing the whole 100, but out of 900 points, he has 780.
Yeah,
and
Yuzo's nipping at his heels.
Ooh, yeah, 730, bitch, you're going down.
Wingo, he's coming for you. I'd run.
I think Sunflower has given up. Sunflower doesn't want to do any of the things that you've given up.
I've given up.
A few people. So I think it's going to be between me and Wingo. We'll see.
Yep. I don't know if Graphic's given up. He hasn't really said.
No, but he's been going up slowly, slowly.
Okay, so it's U3. It's the battle. We got another Crackdown call here.
Hey guys, this is O'Haple from Colorado, and I just was dying to call in over the past few weeks, so here I am.
Howdy.
First thing I want to say is I got Crackdown the first day it came out, and it's insane. I love it. But I really don't see where you guys are getting off the achievements. They're fun, and they're a nice little bonus, but personally I don't like working for a goal that's not really as fun as the original game was, just to get a pop-up and points. I mean, it creates some cool competition, but still doesn't really do it for me that much. It's still a great game.
All right.
Impressive.
That's very impressive. The first time I've heard that.
So, I mean, that's not true. I mean, like, I've got buddies, like, we got Bates and Ranged and a couple other people, they got 360s, they never even put them online.
Yeah, they're not online yet. Well, I think once you get that, hook, you'll be able to feel it. But, see, this is weird, because I've never heard anybody, like, say, achievements, they don't do anything for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. Have they not got in an achievement point race? Have they not actually tried it? Because remember when we first got it, we were going stupid with our achievements. We're like, oh yeah, I just watched Gotham TV for the first thing, right?
Well, I mean, I guess. So it could be a couple of things. It could be they're not as competitive as us. Like maybe they play for their own enjoyment as opposed to being able to beat other people, which is weird. And then I guess
kind of girlish. No, sorry.
and I guess the other thing would be that they're there to enjoy the game, not for.
But that's the thing. I mean, the whole thing about achievements, it makes you play the game differently. So, I mean, if all you're concerned about is getting through the story mode, then fine. Yeah, achievements don't make any sense. But this makes you like, oh, go use the rocket launcher and kill a whole bunch of guys, because you can. And you can prove that you've done it. And I actually like that. I don't see why you don't like that.
Yeah. So that was interesting. Oh, April, you are the first that I've ever heard poo-poo achievements.
I know. That's pretty impressive.
What else we got? So we got... Oh, here we go. Zombie.
So this is a zombie. And I keep hearing about this Medal of Honor Vanguard on the Wii. And I don't know who they're kidding. I don't think first-person shooters actually, worked on the Wii. So I want to know your guys' opinion. So yeah, the show's good. Bye.
All right. So that's Medal of Honor. So I hated every single Medal of Honor game. It made me nauseous playing them.
I didn't enjoy them much either, and the thing is I'm not entirely convinced they can do FPS on the Wii.
I thought you liked Red Steel.
I wasn't, well...
I'm telling you, I thought you liked it.
I did.
Because I hated Call of Duty, and that was crappy.
I thought that they did Red Steel better than I thought they would, but I also didn't beat it, so, I mean, I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
So it wasn't
back to the PC, or back to Gears, you know.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I don't really know what to say. I mean, I've hated the Medal of Honor series. It's coming to the Wii, big whoop.
When's it coming?
I don't know. I haven't actually found out. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be all that exciting. So we agree with you. Dude, just first-person shooters on the Wii, not going to be good unless it's Rayman Raving Rabbids with the plungers.
That was pretty funny. Come on. Yeah, but we don't know about that. We're not that excited about it either, so that's about it. Here for the chips.
Hey, this is Derek, a.k.a. here for the chips from the NooBTooB Army, and I would like to say that I actually found a picture in the small forum that has to do with Psychonauts being transferred to the Wii, which is going to be awesome.
I didn't even hear about that.
Because the company, well, they're debating about it, that they don't think it'll sell well. I beg to differ. Anyways, I want to know if this will make you buy it again for the Wii, or just your thoughts about this. And we'll just discuss it. And so, NooBTooB rules.
He didn't do the ow!
Yeah, that's true. That's like, you're supposed to do the ow.
We shouldn't play it.
But, NooBTooB Army. Fucking represent.
Army. Hell yeah, dude. Awesome. Psychonauts on the Wii. So,
I hadn't heard about this.
I hadn't either. So, send us a link if you can.
Yeah. But I am a big fan of Psychonauts being on every platform possible.
Yeah, but I mean, was there anything compelling on the Wii necessarily that would make you want to play it?
No.
Again.
No,
because know if it was on 360 with achievements, that would be a reason.
Oh, dude, I would. Oh my god,
that would be a reason.
Oh
but on the
god,
Wii, right? On the Wii.
Yeah, no, but see, here's the thing: is I want Tim Schafer to get more money so badly. There's just maybe it's so cartoony, it's so childlike, it's so perfect for that. Maybe that's the good market for it, right? Like the Wii is selling really well. There's a lot of kids playing it. Maybe that would sell. Maybe that would encourage more people to give Superfine. Superfine is the studio?
I think Double Fine.
Double Fine.
Yes, Double Fine. They're here. I think they're in Emeryville or San Francisco somewhere.
But yeah, it's not, I don't know that it doesn't really lend itself to that because I mean it's very platformy.
Yeah,
so I don't know
if you're going to try to use the platform with just the actual Wiimote, I don't think it'd be that much fun. If you use the classic controller, then that's fine.
Sure.
But again, there's not anything bonus on top of it except for the demographic that you're going to.
Maybe it'd be downloadable content.
Probably.
For the classic controller. I don't know. I hadn't heard anything about that. Let us know what you've heard.
Yes,
if you've heard that.
Please let us know. And if you're listening, Tim Schafer, please get it on the 360. And
we're looking forward to your next game.
Yes,
very
much so.
Psychonauts on the 360.
All right, so we have one last one, which is a text-based email. So we do take text emails to feedback@noobtoob.com.
Hell yeah.
And it's a simple question from Mr. The Real Firestarter. And he asks us...
God of War 2.
Yes. Do you guys think God of War 2 will live up to the first God of War game?
Yes.
Hell yes.
God of War was awesome.
Amazing.
And so we'll play a couple clips right now.
Yeah.
So God of War 2 looks fucking sweet.
It looks like they took God of War 1 and just ramped everything up.
Yeah.
You know, the violence, the action, the music sounds really good. The graphics, better.
Yeah.
It's PS2, so.
A little better. Not much better. But yeah, this is like we've talked about many times before, this is kind of the PS2 swan song.
Yes, the final game. I can't think of any other.
After this, there's nothing. So God of War 2, that's all they've been, like that's coming. It looks really fun. The first one was really, really fun. I beat it. Got nothing else to say. It looks great.
There's a couple of things that I did want to mention. I think they are getting rid of they're making it so that you don't have camera control, so it's a fixed camera now.
If they do it well, that's cool.
Well, yeah, they can do it. Yeah,
and
I think they know what they're doing. The other second part is they made it like 3 times as long. So one of the complaints was it was kind of short. I didn't feel that because it took me like 4 nights to get even close to the end. So.
I was going to say, I think it was like 20 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah. So apparently now it's a 40-hour game or something crazy like that.
All right.
So yeah, we're looking really forward to it. We are totally going to get it on launch.
Also, the real Firestarter we wanted to mention while we're up here.
Fuck yeah!
This guy has been lighting up the wiki. That dude, man, if you look at the wiki recent edits, Firestarter just fucking tore shit up. So,
dude, he's like working from like maybe 11 a.m. to like midnight, and I'm seeing edits all throughout the day. So I don't know what you do for a living, man, but dude, that's awesome.
But it works out well for us, so thanks. Hey!
Dude, and like everybody else, I mean, take a look at the work that he's done. It's absolutely impressive. He's been taking every single game where we have an empty link and then putting all the info for it. Yep. So it's amazing. Our site is growing by leaps and bounds, and anybody that wants to get involved with the wiki, just get started. Just go to the front page, and there's a big link.
Yep. And I want to give shout-outs to everybody else. I mean, Firestarter's been tearing shit up, but we've got a whole bunch of other people that have really been doing some good stuff. We got Wingo and Jordo.
Yep, graphic, stuff.
A whole bunch of people have really been, like as always, we mention every week, people have just really been editing the Wii, and it's awesome. I mean, the wiki, sorry.
Yeah, and just look at the real Firestarter, dude. I'm just going page, and just showing up all over the place.
Good stuff, man.
Thanks a lot, dude. We appreciate it.
So...
let's run through these last few quickly, if we can.
What else we got here?
Retro Gaming Club.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus. So you finished this, right? Or you haven't played it a lot?
Yes.
I did not.
I have never... The gameplay in this game is unlike anything I've ever felt before.
Is it a platformer?
I don't know. There's nothing like it. I mean, there's only I think it was either 10 or 12 colossi, and you basically spend the game beating them. So I mean, you're crawling all over them, and you're running up ramps, and you're doing whatever. But it's not like exploration. It's like there's this mountain, and how do you defeat it? How do you climb it? How do you beat it?
So is it a question of like when to jump, where to jump?
Kind of.
I mean, there's no like triggers or levers or anything.
No. Okay. It's all just. I mean, you got to stab it in different places. There's like little glowing places on it that you have to find your way to, and there's like you have to find the way to navigate its body and like crawl on its hair and stab the side of it, and
weird.
It's amazing. And the scale, like there'll be points where it's like he's trying to shake you loose, and you look down, the ground is 500 feet below, and it's just
nice.
Man.
There's some of those shots in God of War. I remember that. When you're looking at it, you're like, ooh.
Yes. So yeah, bring it. I mean, Shadow of the Colossus is our retro game of the week. Play it. Come to the forums and discuss it.
Yeah, it should be a greatest hits. I think.
Yeah, so it'll be cheap. $19.95.
Yeah. So definitely look out for that. We I think a listener homework today. Let's do it about achievements. Like how does achievements make you play games differently?
Yeah. How they make you feel.
Agree? Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Sounds good, dude. All right. So I think that's our show for the week. Please check out our website at NooBTooB.com. And please leave us feedback, both text and MP3, to feedback.com or on our forums by clicking the red link at the top of the page.
Hell yeah! So also be sure to subscribe to our audio and video podcasts in iTunes right off the front page. We got icons everywhere. You can click anywhere on the page and subscribe to something.
Yes.
And if you're watching this video on YouTube, there's a subscription button right there. Click it. That's all for this episode. I am Tobin Kozire.
I am Yuzo Watanabe, and audio engineering is done by Range Stutternut Strunk. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. We're out!
We're out! Stutternuts!
Oh, yeah. Hey, dude, is that Crackdown?
Hell yeah.
Dude, I challenge you to a foot race.
Oh, it's on, bitch.
Oh, let's go. Come on, dude, I know all the frickin' pass.
Oh,
like, right
you know how
left.
to cry?
We'll see.
Will I beat you?
Yeah, perfect.
All
Let's
right.
go. Come on. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Go. I hate you.